Good afternoon and welcome back to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. We'll be coming to you live from the Singapore FinTech Festival. Joining me for this segment we have Adrien Treccani. He is the co-founder and CEO of METACO and one of the leading digital asset strategists in Switzerland. Adrien, thank you so much for joining us at the FinTech Festival today. Let's learn more about the cryptocurrency landscape in Switzerland.
Well, Switzerland has been one of the pioneer countries in the world to start working on the cryptocurrency networks and cryptocurrency technologies. Ethereum, for instance, was founded in Zug, which is in Switzerland, and it attracted a lot of companies there. But it not only created a very fast innovation trend, it also helps the regulators get an understanding of the field and go faster than most of the countries in order to regulate the right way these sort of technologies. So I think we are now very fast ahead in the curve, and many companies like ours are trying to push and go outside of Switzerland also to bring our technology and understanding of the network.
Well, one of the challenges that we have in the United States is institutional adoption of digital assets and the strategies associated with it. What are you doing to kind of help overcome that and get institutions to join the cryptocurrency market?
Well, I think there are two frictions today for institutions to get involved. One is technology, the second one is regulations. Regulations, as I said, is getting much clearer today in Switzerland, but technology is still at the beginning of its phase. So we are helping banks and helping also all of the banking providers get with the right infrastructure to be ready to work with security tokens, work with cryptocurrencies, crypto assets in general. This is a very big deal because, as you can imagine, you can't mess with the private keys, you can't mess with the security of these assets. We've seen in the last 2 years so many crypto exchanges going bankrupt or losing the keys and being hacked. This cannot happen in the banking system. They are regulated, they have a trust, and so we're here to help them with the highest security standards so that they can provide such services to their customers.
Yeah, and that's one of the challenges that we face is custodialship. And that's one of the roadblocks that we're facing in the U.S. is figuring out how that's going to work.
Absolutely, and not only is it security, but it's also about integration. You want to have the highest security standard, but you want the banks to be able to deal with cryptocurrencies and crypto assets the same way they work with currencies or commodities. From the end client point of view, it should not be more difficult to deal with these sort of assets than for any other assets. So we work today with many companies in Switzerland, and Swisscom, Temenos, Avaloq, that are here to help us bring to the banks and leverage these sort of technologies and facilitate the integration.
All right, and to wrap up here, what are some of the opportunities that you're seeing within the crypto asset tokenized space?
Well, mostly for illiquid assets. If you think about real estate, which is sometimes illiquid and difficult to access for smaller investors, or the arts business, or beyond equities. What we see today in Switzerland is that equities are being tokenized, but this is only the beginning of it. The next step is to go with real estate. The next step is to go with art and everything that is very illiquid. There are many companies popping out in the market, both in Geneva and Zurich, to provide such services.
Adrien, thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you for joining me throughout the day from the Singapore FinTech Festival. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.